And action. Hello, welcome back from the break. We did absolutely not have some sort of technical difficulties and started recording again on a new day. Any eventual change of clothes are purely coincidental and or visual hallucination on your behalf, dear audience. Ooh. Now, if I recall correctly, we just had a fight followed by Byron turning into Sonic the Hedgehog and racing after what could only be Mr. Benedict Rose. Having finally found your quarry, you raced out onto the streets, only to see Rose literally bumping into a sinister duo commanding a small troop of soldiers. Upon hearing Rasputin claiming that you were part of some sort of ministry, the smaller of the two sinister men ordered you all to be seized, and we all roll for initiative. Now, if I recall correctly, the soldiers will shoot first, ask questions later, and then we'll move on to Rasputin, then Durutti, then Byron, Tesla.
It's an interesting idea of what it means to be arrested. Very American.
Wow. You're under arrest! Bang, 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 bang!
Yes. And on that note, maybe in an alternative universe, they would have all just opened fire, having received an order to arrest you and then shooting at you, which wouldn't make sense. I'm glad that didn't happen. And instead, we will have a few of the soldiers will move forward.
Christ.
Yeah, that's what like 20 troops look like.
Oh, Jesus.
For some reason, from this blown out vantage point, all of the soldiers look like they have Doge faces to me.
Right.
It does.
So if our art department had more time, they would have found 20 individual guardsmen's faces, but c'est la vie, as those dirty French would have it. Now, some of the soldiers will move forward, saying, drop your weapons now. Meanwhile, further back, an officer will motion towards Benedict Rose, yelling out, take the prisoner and the gunpowder to the Bastille. Now, you... come with me. I misread that. Anyway, so you see that a group of soldiers throw Rose on top of a cart laden with barrels, presumably gunpowder, and they speed off the street in a hurry. Now, the rest of the guardsmen will hold their attack action with muskets pointed at you guys. Next up will be Rasputin.
Oh, shit. I think Rasputin will probably... I'll take a few steps back, about 10 feet back, get closer, like within whispering distance of the group, and say, what are we doing here, boys? If we're going to run, I'm ready to run. And I will hold my action, and I'd be using Misty Step. I'll hold Misty Step.
Okay, what's the trigger?
If they say that we're gonna run, I'll
okay, if the rest of your party says.
Bamf the other direction and start to boogie.
Yeah, beautiful.
So, I mean, I presume just before we start, doing power moves, we're hands up, talking quickly to each other. Gents, does anyone know whether we had to take Benedict Rose dead or alive?
I presume alive. I didn't hear that he was. I didn't hear anything about him being.
That's unfortunate, as he seems to be lying on top of a powder keg right now. Okay, well, gents, let's make like a Frenchman and surrender. I've always been saying that our best way is to go towards the stream of time. But the Bastille's where we're going. The Bastille's where Benedict's going. Who's with me? This will be our bravest surrender ever.
I think he's got a good plan. Tactical retreat, as they say.
I think Rasputin would be reluctant, but would, just sort of sluggishly, put his hands up, having been to prison before.
Aping my limp heavily, over egging it, I'm going to use my walking cane and walk towards them with the other hand up, trying to see if I will get away as a disabled cripple.
Okay, so you take a few sort of steps forward, holding your hands up.
Imploring to the two men in the middle, saying, gentlemen, we will come in peace.
Beautiful. Do you have any weapons visible?
Well, my sword stick hides a sword inside a cane, so
okay, so that's
try and get away with that. My dueling pistol's in my pocket. I presume they'll frisk that off me.
Okay, so do you want to like lift up your coat and show that you have pistols?
Yeah, but look, I don't think it's going to be hidden at this point, so it's probably better to offer it.
Okay, cool, brilliant. Okay, next up would be Tesla.
Right. He's going to look at the individuals ahead of him, and he's just going to go, well, gentlemen, I surrender. And he's going to raise his hand and cast invisibility.
Bastard. Right.
Yeah. And so Daruti, looking at these soldiers and knowing what it's like to be taken captive by the state, is going to frown, whisper Hodere under his breath, and then he's going to chuck a smoke grenade straight at the advancing soldiers. And then you said that the Benedict Rose is on the cart with the powder.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So he's like that. He's been thrown onto a cart, which is sort of trundling away from you guys.
Yeah, and there's powder on the cart. There's not powder anywhere else.
Oh, inside the muskets.
Just inside the muskets, but like none of these barrels, for instance, are explosives.
Nah.
Right.
This isn't Pirates of the Caribbean. There isn't a convenient trail of gunpowder.
I was really hoping. Daruti's going to toss a smoke grenade and try to get it to where it makes it difficult. One, I want these guys to not be able to see us. I want them surprised by the explosion. And I'm just going to beat a retreat. I'm not letting my weapons fall into their hands. And I'm definitely not letting myself fall into their hands.
Okay. So smoke bomb retreat. As you do so, that is going to trigger the held action by the guardsmen, who are going to open a fire at you.
I think as he runs, if he's starting to run, it would probably trigger my Misty Step as well.
Okay. Okay. So, however, I will say, how big is the smoke bomb anyway?
The smoke grenade?
Yeah.
How
big's the blast radius?
I can tell you exactly. Hang on. So, Daruti's smoke grenade.
Got a little cloud in there.
So it will create a cloud, a heavily obscured area in a 20-foot radius. It's not. Is it windy?
No. It's still very, very hot, kind of still, very, very humid.
Okay, perfect. So that's not going to disperse for quite some time then. Daruti's going to toss the smoke grenade, and it'll cover an area of 20. It'll cover a 20-foot radius.
Boom, boom, beautiful. So that's going to cause some troubles. Boom. I am also learning how to use this beautiful tool of Google. No. I don't know how to use this beautiful tool. There we go. Right. So like in the middle kind of thing here. Poof. So like most of the soldiers will be firing with disadvantage as they open fire. So that is...
I'm really glad you all agreed with the plan for me to walk towards the soldiers before deciding to change the plan and have them fire on us. It's fucking good teamwork, guys.
And then we have some disadvantages. I'd say everyone except for 2 have disadvantage. Beautiful. So we can take away. Oh, that's a lot of natural 20s. 2,
Oh Christ!
3, 4, 5. No, it's good because 6, 7, 8. Because they're all disadvantaged. I'm discounting them. Yeah.
You know, ever since you said it, Chris, it actually does make me nervous when he starts counting in Swedish. That's when I know shit's bad.
But I just rolled 40 dice, so.
Oh god damn it!
But it's all disadvantage, so most of them are misses. it's really, really horrible. And 2, 3, 4, 5. Shoot. I'm guessing like any non-Swedish viewers would just consider this to be weird ASMR. 6. Stupid smoke bombs. I have literally like discount everything above a 16. That's ridiculous. Which means that does a 15 hit?
Hit who? Who's he firing at?
You.
Me? Let me look. I think so, but yeah, armor class 15, so just barely hits.
You are lucky. So that's 20 people opening fire. Granted, with muskets, one of them will hit you.
Okay.
That is 40 dice. One of them is a hit.
Damn.
But yeah, so smart move on the smoke grenade. Otherwise, I think it'd be
Very
50s.
incredibly dead.
Beautiful. You will take 16 points of piercing damage as like one bullet just hits you, and then you'll be running.
Well, first, no, I will not take 16 points of piercing damage because I just rolled Stone's Endurance. That'll reduce 5, so
Okay.
I'll take 11 points of piercing damage.
Perfect.
And yeah, I'm getting the hell out of there as fast as I can.
Sweet. Perfect. And so after that, it's going to be. Yeah, Byron. Byron up next.
Lovely. I'd like to.
No wait, but I think I missed your round last time. I think it's went to Rasputin then Byron. So don't just continue. Boom. It's actually going to be Rasputin.
Isn't he still Sonic the Hedgehog at this point, or has that worn off?
No, that's worn off. It's fine.
Okay.
So me or Rasputin, who do you want?
It would be top of the round, so I think Rasputin.
Yes, because he was holding an action. That's why he missed. He stepped. Yeah, so fine.
Yeah. So I'd assume the Misty Step already kicked in when Tesla disappeared and Rudy started to run, and he'll just right before he lets it go, just shout to Byron, "Run!" Let it go, and then I think I just use my whole action to dash if we're just going.
Oh, beautiful. So speed of retreat backwards. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I completely managed to. I don't know how I managed to mess up the order of things, but after that, it's going to be Director. You're running, then Byron.
All right, so I'm running. Do I do anything?
You guys have kind of left battlefield as the soldiers are reloading their muskets. It's basically just up to Byron if he's going to continue with his plan of getting himself arrested,
Yes, I am a man of my word. I make a plan, I stick to the plan, because
Fuck out.
that is what a noble man will do. So I will reach into my jacket, get 2 bottles of wine, offer one to the group, start downing the other for a few bonus hit points. Although sadly it doesn't work, it only works once per long rest, so at this point I'm just drinking wine before they rest me and say, in fluent French, gendarme, du vin pour vous. I surrender.
Beautiful.
Oh fuck.
Oh no, we split the party.
And the only guy who really knows what's going on at the Bastille. Son of a bitch.
This is the best outcome we could have had.
Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Right.
This is the best timeline, people.
For you.
Zero
Just
regrets.
believing at this point that Byron is so drunk he hasn't noticed that the rest of us have.
I'm offended, good sir, and I would challenge you to a duel when you stop running away like a coward.
Oh god.
Right. Zero regrets. I think that all worked out exactly as I had in mind. Perfect. Now, with Tesla, you are currently invisible.
Yes.
Do you stay with Byron as he's being put into chains and maybe rope? I say manacles.
Yeah, I'm going to stick with Byron up until the point where he's put into a cell, in which case I'll stay outside of the cell.
Okay. So yeah, you will follow them.
If there's ever a discreet moment, I'd like to just whisper into his ear, or just mention to him that you have a friend nearby. Don't worry.
Okay. So Byron, at least you are aware of Tesla's presence as you are being carted towards the Bastille, shown here in its beautiful daytime glory. Although it is currently evening, so it is less busy and more sinister looking and a little bit darker. Now, Rasputin and Duarte, you are able to get away, and you'll watch as Byron's being taken in custody, and you don't know where Tesla is at the moment.
I think for a moment Rasputin would start to, aggressively whisper, Tesla! Nikola!
I believe you do have 4 zombies with you, though.
Well, that's nice.
Shuffling their way to the Bastille.
They're trailing a good couple yards behind this group of soldiers, just shuffling and attempting to be nonchalant in the worst way ever. It's like
Casual zombies.
And they just lean against the wall, slapping themselves up against it.
Checking shattered pocket watches.
I think Tesla may be with our friend.
Oh, damn it. So,
we're taking him to the Bastille?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know anything about this Bastille? Do you know where it is? Do you know what is supposed to happen at all?
I do. The Bastille is about to be stormed by the people of Paris
tonight.
Tomorrow, I believe.
Tomorrow.
Is that where we are?
That's correct. Yes. Tomorrow it will be stormed. You think, if you remember correctly, it's around midday that they sort of break through and start killing things.
So if our friend is going there,
are there werewolves in the Bastille?
I can't consider Swiss guards people. It is the centuries-old rivalry between the Swedish and the Swiss coming out. I can't help it.
Yeah. What were you going to say, Rasputin? Go.
If the Bastille is about to be stormed, do we know who is going to storm them, and is there any way we could just?
I don't know the individuals involved, but yes, absolutely. I think this is probably going to be our best chance to get into the Bastille if we can work with the mob. And luckily, this is something that I specialize in.
Well, that is fucking excellent because I am at a loss right now. I say we try and find the most inconspicuous place to stay for the night, and then head out tomorrow morning and try to follow the crowd, try to blend in, and what does Byron always say? Go with the flow of history.
The flow of history.
God damn it.
Cut to Byron muttering to Tesla, I bet they're going to stay in a whorehouse tonight.
So do we stay in a whorehouse? Or do we go to
I have a question,
the prostitutes?
actually.
Yeah.
This goes to the DM. So my background as a revolutionary gives me partial. I'm like part spy, part folk hero, and I do have rural hospitality, but I'm also outside of my own time. So under normal circumstances, I could find a peasant or worker's home to stay in, and they would protect us.
Does rural hospitality extend to urban areas?
I believe it would, at least with Darudi's specific background. The only difference is that he's not in his native country, though he is familiar with France.
No, I was thinking mechanically, but yeah, no, I think in game, like narratively, you guys would be able to sort of ingratiate yourself with some Parisians, having a drink outside, start talking about events, start talking about revolutionary ideals. And yes, with this background, you'd be able to sort of wrangle yourself a place to stay. It's not hugely comfortable, but it is somewhere safe for the night.
Perfect. So that's exactly what Darudi's going to do. I'm going to befriend some proletarian revolutionaries or some proto-proletarian revolutionaries.
And Rasputin will follow suit and act as poor and priestly as possible. Also, Toby, your screen got a little bleached out. I don't know if anybody else is seeing that the way I am.
No, not for me.
No, it looks normal to you guys? Okay, my bad. Oh,
as normal as Toby usually looks.
I see it. Okay.
Well, I think we're going to take the long rest, and if we gain any specific resting benefits from the
like healing and so on, and Rasputin, you'd also be getting magic points back. That is the correct word for it.
Yep.
How restful is prison?
One last thing, however, I would point out that at the moment they're not the people. They're not as proletarian as you'd like. They're revolutionary. They're all for the revolution, but they are awfully bourgeoisie. But can't be helped. One step at a time.
So Darudi is annoyed, but he's putting up with it.
I mean, they have the right spirit. It's just the fact that they want to bring about the rule of the bourgeoisie rather than the rule of the working class. But that's it is better than feudalism.
Oh yes, absolutely. And deep into the night, Darudi is debating with the other revolutionaries.
You can probably bring about some class consciousness amongst workers who, in maybe a year or so's time, are going to form the Sans-Culotte movement when the revolution actually goes into the hand of the workers. Then heads starts to roll. Now, speaking of heads rolling. Byron, you are manhandled and thrown into a cell. That's with a skeleton in it. Okay, fair enough. That's what you get for not looking at pictures before uploading them. Now, you've heard horror stories about the Bastille. Growing up, you've basically been subjected. I mean, Byron, you're a well-read man, I take it.
Yes, and I'm acutely familiar with the revolution. I have always heard accounts by my peers who are also lords in the House of Lords, terrified by what was going on, news reports. I've also spoke to people more sympathetic to the revolution. So
what I mean is that the literature about the Bastille during the 1700s painted a picture of a despotic bastion of evil with walls of prisoners chained up, and it's just a place of darkness and evil and horrendousness. And so you were kind of expecting some sort of medieval horror place. And, completely wrong. You are not being taken up to the nice cells above ground. You are thrown into a small... Actually, no, wait. They debate throwing you into a small dungeon. But because there's only one of you, and because they have loads of empty nice cells, you get thrown into a fairly decent-sized... not at all this one. Boom, 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 boom.
Oh, an upgrade. Lovely.
Yeah, you get a little bit of an upgrade, something like this. A bit like that one, I think. Yes. So less, skeletons, more just large, spacious, but a little bit barren because you didn't bring your own furniture. Thank you, Get Images. Now, you are not given many comforts for the time being. So you'll spend the first few hours languishing until eventually one of the civilians, I'm keeping calling them civilians, but yeah, well, one of them civilians will come through. The small guy with slightly sinister grin. Hello there, and I'm so sorry that we weren't able to apprehend your friends, but I'm glad that you saw the light and came so willingly. Now, first off, who are you?
My name is Lord Byron. I am from England.
An Englishman? I see.
And also a Scotsman, but yes.
Oh, fascinating, fascinating. You're here as a tourist?
Yes. Yes, in effect.
Mm. And I suppose it wasn't the Ministry of Illumination that sent you?
The Ministry of what?
The Ministry of Illumination.
I'm afraid I've never heard of that, sir. Sounds fascinating. Illuminate me, wouldn't you?
Interesting. Because your colleague, friend, traveling partner,
someone I hired
something about the ministry.
So I hired some ruffians to protect me. The streets are getting dangerous out there.
I see. And they all ran at the first sign of trouble.
I suppose I wasn't paying them enough, unfortunately. But times are hard for us Englishmen, and I'm part Scottish, so I don't part with gold easily.
Excellent. I should point out at this stage, you have been parted with your pistols.
Pistol. Tesla has the other one.
Oh yeah, you've been robbed of your pistol, and I'm going to say they haven't taken your gold because again, still they treat people nicely.
Did they take my wine?
Yes.
Oh, fair enough.
I'm very sorry about that.
I expected that.
Yeah. Unless you can persuade them otherwise, but
I always can. But we'll move on. It's fine. I accepted it.
You
I gave it. I'll say I gave it willingly. I offered it. Thank them for not assaulting me during my capture.
Okay. Now then, so I suppose better safe than sorry. We will keep you here whilst we deal with Master Rose, and perhaps we'll return and begin the torture. Does that sound okay with you?
I mean, yes. Can we start with the nipples and then work our way down?
I like this man. You're very funny.
I was literally going to say he's partial to the nipples.
One minor point. Benedict Rose owes me quite a large sum of money. If I were able to extricate him and myself from the situation, I'd be willing to share half of it with you.
Oh, excellent. No, we'll send down his tongue when we're done with it, and you can have the rest piece by piece. Sound good? Excellent. And the man storms out.
Lord Byron has some regrets, especially as he doesn't have wine to console himself with.
Now then, Tesla, you were waiting outside in the corridor. You saw the man come in. Did you also follow? Actually, wait. How long does invisibility last?
1
An
hour. Yeah.
Okay,
I
well,
haven't
we'll assume
s-
that this happened, but let's just say you're still invisible then.
Yeah.
We're sort of reaching, like, say, 50-minute mark. So you got about 10 minutes left.
Cool.
Tesla,
I've got a second cast if need be.
are you there?
Byron, yes. I haven't tortured you yet. I heard some mention about nipples.
I'm fine. Don't worry about me. I've still got my sword on me, so count my blessings. It's Benedict Rose I'm concerned about. Could you follow them and check he's okay?
I think I'll go have a look. Do you want your other pistol?
You might need it, my friend. You sure?
Not like. Of course. You have a rather heavy weapon. Why not stick it down your pants?
Thank you.
You might fool them.
I like you, this guy.
Byron's first blush.
It's a delight. I better go get after them before the trail gets cold, though.
Of course.
And he's going to trot along the corridor.
Farewell, friend.
You are. So the Bastille prisons are laid out in the middle sections of the towers. You go one flight of stairs up. You find yourself in a corridor where there are 4 guardsmen outside. These are Swiss guards. So,
They're full of holes.
although you probably wouldn't know that they're Swiss guards. They just wear different coloured uniforms from the previous set.
Beware their tiny knives.
Yes, like pocket halberds. However, let's just say they look more professional, but more sort of square jawed than the other guards.
Chads of the revolution.
Yes, they are the Chads of the Royal Guard. However, there's 4 of them standing outside a specific door, and it's through there that the man with the short man with the top hat will go through.
Tessa will approach. I'm trying to get into an earshot of the door without bumping into one of these guards.
Okay, roll stealth. With advantage because you're invisible.
Right, I'll need it. First roll, decent. Second roll, even better. Natural 20 for 21.
Right. One of the Swiss guards are going dum, 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 which makes it easier for you to kind of walk past.
Being a guard's a boring job. You need like your own theme music. I get it.
You see one guard just sitting there eating a sandwich. Blah, blah, blah. Now, did you try to sort of? You're not going to be quick enough to push your way through the door, but you do get a glance of what's inside.
Yeah, I think my primary focus was just listening. I think getting inside would be the least of my concerns.
Okay. But yeah, so as the door closes, you see the larger of the 2 gentlemen, and you also see a woman in a kind of flowy, do you want to say like Indian-esque dress? And they are standing around a chair in the center of the room where Mr. Rose is tied to. You see there's some blood by his lip. These people are obviously interrogating him. And then the door shuts close.
How thick are the doors? Am I still able to hear anything while staying on the outside?
It's very muffled, but roll a perception.
Good. My double stat. No, it's not. 17.
17, okay. Yeah, you hear, it's very, very muffled. You can hear, you can't make out the exact conversation because these are thick oak doors. But you can hear that it is the woman who appears to be doing all the talking. Her associates are, for whatever reason, completely silent.
Okay.
And you think you can hear Rose occasionally answering.
Okay.
But that
I'll
is
take a stand, and I'll back up a few paces, and I'll wait about 2-3 minutes, and just see if they leave chamber.
okay. So, an hour will pass.
I'm not going to wait that long.
More than an hour will pass, and
Yeah.
these people are not leaving the room.
So, if more than 5 minutes pass, Tesla just takes a nod to himself and starts mapping the area he's in his head, and he's going to track his steps back towards Byron's cell.
Okay. You
And
find the
as
door
he's
closed and locked again.
perfect.
There's only one guardsman out here.
Okay, this is Byron's cell.
Yep.
Okay. As he was going down, Tesla, getting names confused. This is horrible. Tesla will recast invisibility. So he's used his second level cells, and he's got another hour on the clock. Approaching Byron's cell. What's his soldier look like?
Another of the sort of more professional-looking troops.
Okay. Think, Tesla, think.
Uh-huh.
He's going to rush down the corridor, and he's just going to. He's presumably seeing more cell doors, no?
Yeah, there are a few of them. You've seen at least 6 others during your stay here. Or at least you'll be able to extrapolate that there will be 6 others if they're all laid out the same way.
Okay. He is going to reach into his pack, and he's going to start writing on a paper. That's dumb, but it should work. Okay, he's going to start writing. Get out. Leave this place. But he's going to move the paper into the corridor where the guard can see it, and he's going to start writing on the paper so the guard can see the writing just manifesting on this floating piece of paper.
Okay.
This is so dumb.
The guard. Okay, so you're basically just waving the piece of paper in front of you.
He's doing his best poltergeist impression with very tight resources.
Okay. The soldier, he stands up and he looks at it and he starts walking back. You hear him call out, Maurice? Maurice? Maurice, come in here. And another soldier is going to come through.
Oh, great. Shit.
Alan, what is it? Are you seeing that?
As Tesla's just like panicking, he's going to flip the paper around and he's going to start doing his best drawing of the corridor they're in, and he's going to try and create a diagram of like as if to indicate that there was a loose stone or a certain method of pressing them in one of the cells further down the corridor, and it's going to be like comic panel. And in the last panel, it'll be like when the stone is removed, there's a treasure there.
This is going to take a while for you to draw.
Yep.
I love Tesla being like, I'll spook them out. Let's draw a diagram.
That is fantastic. Well, even so, they...
Please tell me there's just like crude cartoons of them enjoying their newfound riches.
Yes, that's the next panel.
Roll a sleight of hand, just to see how quickly you're drawing this.
Okay, this is not 16.
16. Okay, so you're scribbling as quickly as you can.
Yeah.
And the 2 soldiers, they are freaked out. and they are muttering to each other. But one of them is going to sort of go forward to the note and stab at it with the bayonet. He's going to miss you, but he'll pierce the paper and then he'll pull it back.
Okay, and Tessa's just going to let go.
Okay.
And yeah, and he's got more paper where that came from. Grab out another paper.
So they're holding it up, and so they're looking at on the one side there's English writing, and neither of them speak English. So they're going to be like, and then they're going to look at this little diagram thing, and they have no idea what they're looking at. But they are going to both leave because they're going to find someone who might be able to help them with this. And you currently have the corridor to yourself.
Oh, thank fuck. Tessa's going to run over to the door and going to check the coast is clear. He's call out, Byron.
Sorry, I wondered what the fuck was going on there. Did you manage to kill the 2 guards? Good work.
In a way, I killed their bravery. Yes, we'll go with that.
Good man. Is this a thick wooden door or metal bars? What are we doing with it?
Yes, thick wooden door.
Okay. So, what do you think, fella? Let's be honest, you're smarter than me. Rest up and wait for the others and the mob to show up, or take advantage while we're inside the dragon's belly and break Benedict out from the inside, just as the chaos falls behind us to provide the perfect cover for our escape. Which do you prefer?
I feel like, well, you know this time period better than I. What's about to happen?
Well, there's 2 things. One, things are going to kick off at midday, which I was planning on waiting for, if I'm honest. However, they're about to cut Benedict's tongue out. Now, I'm not particularly bothered. I mean, although we weren't told we were allowed to bring him back dead, my understanding is that our benefactor wants him to stop doing whatever he's doing, and cutting his tongue out seems, not against that plan. They are planning on torturing me, which I do have 14 hit points, so I could take a bit off, but it won't last long, I'm afraid.
Right. Well, maybe I don't know if there's any decent places for us to rest adequately here, but
it's very hard to get rest while being tortured, in my experience.
I can try and find some keys.
But there's hope for you.
Thank you. I can try and find some keys, and you could hide them in this chamber somewhere, maybe in a water pitcher.
I'll put it this way, fella. You've got 20 minutes to find some keys. Otherwise, I recommend you get out while you're still invisible.
Fair enough. Also, I think Benedict will be fine. At least his tongue will. He was being questioned by the 2, and a strange woman in fine clothing. It looked oriental.
Was she fit?
Didn't quite get the proper look at her, but
God damn it, man! We're a team here.
Body.
Focus on what's important.
She seemed able of body.
God, I'm negotiating with an asexual here. Frustrating. I'm sorry. It's been a tiring day. You're doing a great job. Find some keys, and we'll see what happens. If you can't find some keys, then I think you have to hide somewhere else. I actually think there will be plenty of places for you to hide in a big building like this and have a long rest, even if I don't manage it.
Right. All right. I'll leave you be, and if you get keys, you'll know I came back successfully. Best of luck to us both.
Bon chance.
Byron, you are very crackly. I know I waited until after you finished speaking to mention this, but
how's that?
Out of character, I did not plan super well about what I would do whilst invisible. It was just follow and see what happens. I love that the pistol Byron gave me from the start is now has now come back to him. That feels great. I feel like Tesla's plan here would be to try and find a guard's room or a barracks where he can outfit himself in some guard's clothes, and then find a restroom, or not a restroom. That could be misconstrued. A proper barracks where he can get some rest.
Sorry, is that better?
Seems resolved.
So you want Tesla to disguise himself, or Byron?
Tesla to disguise himself. If he finds the keys first, then he'll go to disguise Byron. But for the moment, his order of priorities are find some sort of outfit or suit of armor that he can wear to blend in a bit better.
Roll investigation.
Will do. Put Tesla's mind to work here. Come on, buddy. 12.
Right. 12. Ooh, don't find any armor. Just, shame. Well, I'm not sure what you do with a full suit of armor anyway. You don't find a good disguise either. No one's just leaving clothes around in this economy. But you do find just an empty cell. You find loads of empty cells. You find that there are probably out of all the prison, out of all the cells in this place, maybe 7 of them are occupied.
Wow.
And you could just go in and lay down somewhere, maybe close the door, and no one's ever going to notice.
Okay. And
woman you saw looked roughly like this.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Well, lacking in a solid plan of action from here on, I think Tesla's going to have to cut his losses and find some rags, cover himself so that he's not seen, and attempt to take a rest in one of these vacant cells.
Okay. Brilliant. And despite the small man promising to torture you, Byron, you find the hours passing, and if you were to just nod off, no one's going to come and bother you for at least 8 hours.
Not the first time I've been threatened, so yes, Byron will sleep like a lamb.
Perhaps Master Rose is keeping them longer than expected. But even so, I think you would at most only get a short rest because of the circumstances. I think it would be difficult to kind of properly slip in, to get that sort of comfort, to get full long rest benefits. But even so, if we were to sort of fast forward 8 hours, that would bring us roughly to 5 a.m. Next day. Yes. That's what I get for reading chat. All right. So it is the next day. And Rasputin and Duroty, you are informed that the crowds have started moving towards the Bastille. Not the crowds, but there's a couple of hundred of them who are fairly convinced that there's gunpowder there. And they're sort of starting to congregate, is probably a better word. And so now would be a good time to maybe join the sort of burgeoning crowds.
Come along.
What do we need to do to look like these people? Right now I look like a fucking greasy priest. I need to blend in.
I'm going to. Priests are gonna blend in, but
yeah, I'm just gonna say to him, hide your cross. you're dirty enough on your own.
So, do we try to find the front of the crowd and be at the front, or do we wait for the first wave and try and sneak in? What do you think?
Durutti says, you don't want to be exactly in the front, but we should be close to it. You'll see. So we're going to continue to walk with the demonstrators. As this continues, Durutti is going to gregariously involve himself in multiple conversations with as many people as he can, about revolutionary ideals. He is getting a feel for the crowd, exactly where these people's level of class consciousness is, and just how pissed off and ready to act they are.
I think Rasputin is probably listening to what people are saying, the things that they are shouting, and trying to pick one or two of those things and occasionally shout it as well, regardless of whether he...
Is there anyone in the crowd that looks like they might be potential leaders that more people are listening to, or maybe have more experience, maybe one or two?
Okay, so roll insight. Either both of you can roll insight at the same time, or one of you with advantage.
Okay, insight. And am I rolling with advantage, or is Rasputin?
You can go with advantage. You asked the question.
Okay, great.
You're leading. I'm there to be your eyes.
So first one is, glad I got the advantage on that. First one is 13.
30-20.
Mine, I can't see what I rolled. Is it coming up on your screen?
30
30,
plus
20.
7 is 20, but 30, 20.
Yeah, beautiful. Okay, so Dirty, you quickly find out that, first of all, there are no leaders here. There's a bunch of people who are having searched the city fruitlessly last night, or all of yesterday, have been tipped off that the gunpowder of the city has all been moved to Bastille. And so they're kind of just gathering here. They're sort of talking about what we're going to do. And there's some discussions about sending in maybe a representative to negotiate a surrender. But I can say that you guys spend maybe, if you spent like an hour with these people, you find that the crowds are sort of growing and growing, and the confidence is building together. And it seems like the plan is to send in some sort of representative to negotiate the surrender of the gunpowder. They're sort of trying to work, because there are no specific leaders. They're not quite at that stage yet. But yeah.
All right, excellent. So they're wanting to send in a representative at this point to negotiate the surrender. Durruti is going to put himself forth as that possible representative, but he's also going to insinuate to them that it's very unlikely that we're going to see any kind of surrender from the troops within, at least not at this point. So he's managing expectations.
Hey, they have to surrender. There's thousands of us. There's maybe 100 of them in there. And soon we'll have the guns from St. Lazare come here. And then, well, then we'll see who's going to be talking about surrender.
Well, perhaps, comrade. But we must understand is that these people, they're very foolish. And it will be unlikely that they will listen to us rabble. I'm speaking, of course, from their perspective, but we can try. And we should certainly work to see if cooler heads prevail.
This man is a barrister. That's a judge. Rabble. They're all rather well dressed. I mean, there's journeymen, tradesmen. They all look hungry but well-to-do.
So then what I need to do is explain to them that in this context, where they come from is not something that the people within the Bastille care about. These are soldiers. These are mercenaries. They at this point they view it the world in two ways, and everyone is either one of them or an asshole and rabble.
My friend, I don't think these people need to be convinced what's the outcome of negotiations would be. I say we give them the opportunity to negotiate, and if these guns from Saint Lazare are coming, so he says, then if they say no, we use the guns.
Very well. Let negotiate away, my friends.
Well, do you wish to join the delegation? You seem to have a lot of the fervor of liberty coursing through your veins.
Indeed, if you will have me. I would like my associate to come along as well. I kind of put my arm around Rasputin. and realize the smell is somewhat intense.
Oh,
man of-
it's brutal.
A man of God.
A man of the cloth is often effective in these scenarios. Prodding at one's religious beliefs and their spirit and their fear of the spirit is often more effective than trying to appeal to their logic.
Okay. So at some point after breakfast, they have a delegation ready. And you guys are allowed in to the courtyard, where you are met by the governor, Delaunay. Delaunay? Launay. I'm going to say Delaunay because my French is terrible, and I apologize. Next time we'll be doing this in Sweden, about the Swedish Revolution. Now, so the Delaunay, he offers you all the cuts. He's flanked by, you see, there's 4 very grim-looking professional soldiers. Director, you would instantly recognize the sort of the actual capable soldiers, and you see a larger contingent of what you'd probably describe as reservists. But these they're wearing the kind of army uniforms that you see it elsewhere. Worn by younger men, except that these are all older. They look like these are veterans sent here for garrison duty. Not as big a threat.
All right.
Rasputin, in the background, you'll not be seeing much, any negotiation, any dealings. He will let proceed the way that they are going to proceed unless he feels like he needs to intervene. But when he feels like he's not being paid attention to, he will do what he has done before and cup his mouth in his hands and try to whisper to Tesla and Byron and try to identify, casting message as a cantrip, just trying to reach out and see if he can figure out which direction they might be.
Beautiful. What's the range of that?
It's not long. 120 feet.
It's 40 meters.
Yeah, I think actually, yeah. As you guys are walking through the courtyard, that little sonar ping would actually reach.
Sure. And then he'll use also his message to send to Duruti and just say, I have a good sense that they're over there.
Right. Yeah. Tesla, your zombies, are they now just a part of the crowds outside, or are they? I don't think they would be voted in as a part of the delegation, unfortunately.
So they're just bumping against them.
Yeah, I guess they would have tried to follow Rasputin and Duruti in, and when the portcullises or whatever closed in their face, they would have just lounged against the door, just leaning on against it.
Yeah, it's a zombie. Like,
yeah, exactly that.
As the zombies start like banging on the door, you see other Parisians joining in, going, "Let us in." Yeah.
This is how
as you can. Yeah,
storming.
Duruti's going to kind of turn to the whoever looks the captain in charge, or what it is, the Duke.
Delaunay.
Yeah, he's going to kind of turn to Delaunay and say, as you can see, the natives are restless.
Well, we have enough troops and provisions to last out the siege for quite a long time, I'll tell you now. Duruti, you probably noticed to be, well, no, you don't notice to be alive. You just know what actually is about to happen. So,
Spoilers.
Yeah.
It'd be hilarious after all our efforts to inspire the mob if the zombies were the ones that
actually did it. Duruti's going to say, maybe so, but the crowd out there is growing by the moment, and the longer that they see this as an impediment to their freedom, the worse things will get for you. So let us be civilized men and see if we can't come to an agreement before things get to that point.
All right.
You have prisoners, and I believe you have prisoners, you have food, and you have weapons. All three we need. Prisoners first, of course.
Of course, monsieur, we would love to negotiate. We're just waiting for your authority from Versailles. And after that, we shall, of course, surrender to any of your demands. We just need clearance from the king, allowing us to negotiate first. But please be seated. We can bring some food out, maybe some breakfast, some wine. Let's be civilized.
So this strikes me as is he trying to stall us?
You can roll insight.
I will roll insight and see.
And let me do a history check on what happened.
Well, I don't actually know what time it is, but yeah. So you roll insight and Byron rolls history.
Yeah, I presume I'm communicating with Rasputin at this point.
Yeah, so I got a 15.
I got a dirty 20.
Yeah. So. Yeah, this man is definitely stalling. He's stalling for time. He's inside a impregnable fortress. He's got guns. He's got soldiers. As long as he just holds out, eventually someone's going to come and bail him out.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's what he thinks.
Yeah, he's here to just pass some time. But there's a bit of nervousness. He's genuinely disconcerted by, the crowds.
Yeah, and the doors that are rattling with the zombies at them.
Yeah. Now, Byron, if you remember from your history lessons, what happened was that the crowds did send in a bunch of delegates to negotiate in the morning. And because they were taking such a long time, again, this is either intentionally because Delaunay was in fact stalling, or because, I don't know, they got lost. But because it took such a long time, after the crowd's been waiting for like 4 or 5 hours, they decided to take matters into their own hands, thinking that the delegation had been butchered, and then they stormed the Bastille.
Mm-hmm.
So Byron, you have till midday before things happen.
Were the delegation butchered?
No, they were just inside having breakfast and then lunch with Delaunay.
That's good. Let's just end it right here.
I'll pass it on to Rasputin. I'll be like, enjoy your breakfast. We're fine, by the way. I haven't heard from Tesla. Can you hear Tesla?
I would imagine if I had gotten a response from Byron, I probably would have gotten a response from Tesla at some point.
All right. So,
Yeah.
Daruti,
put you guys in the same tower.
Mm-hmm.
I think Rasputin, having contacted and having sat down with Daruti, would whisper to Daruti, if we need to get away from this table to go find our friends, I think A, I could get us away from this table, and B, I think we should maybe wait until the first rumblings of people at the gate, so we are not the main distraction.
I presume, I'm hearing some of this in Rasputin's subconscious while he's got an open channel to me, and I just say, tell Daruti nothing exciting will happen for him in the next 3 hours. There will be no revolution. There is only breakfast served.
Tesla, where are you at the moment?
Yeah.
Tesla's still just in a empty cell. He's just waking up with this conversation going on as the communication has gone through to the skull.
Cool.
And he's just staring and taking the rags off.
Yeah. So whilst you're doing that, Byron, you hear the door to your cell opening, and this time both the ugly bastards come inside with collective shit-eating grin.
Good morning,
Byron. Good morning. Sorry to keep you waiting. The larger man, he's just wiping dried blood absent-mindedly onto his shirt from his hands.
What news of Master Rose?
Rose? He's been trained well, but that's what you get for being a spy and all that. I'm sure you'd understand. Now, what little information that we've been able to retrieve would seem to indicate that you are, as they say, lying to us, that you are in fact assassins sent by the ministry to kill Master Rose. Now, is this true? I hear that you took out an entire, what should we say, cell of, well, you know who they are.
Good gentleman. I'm offended. I challenge you to a duel, and I've had, because I think that's fair at this point, pistol ready. I'd like to try and shoot them through my coat.
Okay, beautiful. Roll to shoot. Roll the heads.
Oh, 18.
Right, who are you shooting at? A big fellow or little guy?
Let's go for the little guy.
Okay, yeah, that.
Is that shot loud enough for me and Rasputin to hear it?
Roll perception.
Or even Tesla?
Tesla, probably. I'm doing message with Rasputin, so if I can shout.
Tesla, you hear a. That is really stupid. Bloody one note. All right, never mind. Boom, 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 boom.
Sponsored by Google.
Yeah, I got 12.
You sadly don't hear the gunshot now. It's inside a cell, far away, thick walls. Now, Tesla, you'd be aware of a little kind of.
Okay, that'd shoot Tesla up. Alert, like more than anything else.
Byron, roll for damage.
With 6.
Okay. He is surprised, and his grin grows larger as some smoke starts exhaling from it. It's a little wisp.
How far away from me is he?
I'll say 20 feet.
Excellent. I'm going to try and dash past them through the door.
Okay. You would take 2 attacks opportunity.
Well, no, because I'm going to do I've got key points.
Step of the wind to disengage.
Yes. So I disengage. Do I need to use 2 key points to do 2 disengage, or?
I think you disengage once and it's a flat disengage.
Yeah.
And I do have another attack, so as I go past them, I will pull out my sword stick. For what's a miss?
Miss?
I will.
I don't know, what did you roll?
9. It's a miss. I'm going to use another key point, presuming I've got past them without them grabbing hold of me, to dash.
He can't take opportunity attack, so he can't grab hold of you, unfortunately.
Lovely. So I move 70 feet, 55 feet past them.
Right. Out of nowhere, like digital music from the sort of mid-90s starts playing. Dun, 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 dun. And you don't sadly recognize Sonic theme tune, but it is playing, and you run blindly just down the corridor.
I think at some point Byron would, since we've been talking back and forth, would hear and said, "Hey, there's wine at the table. Do you want me to grab you a bottle of wine when we head out?"
Yes, and if you could be quick about it, please.
Oh shit!
So
Just this whole time is just like poking his head around corridors, just trying to be very subtle and just like leaning to the left, quickly ducking back, just trying to see if he spots anything.
Right. You like poking your head out. You will see. Let's say that you're behind them, so you see their backs. As I should know. Roll for stealth.
All right.
Why am I giving you a chance? That's stupid.
Because you're very kind. 7.
Right, you poke your head out and you see the larger of the fellas like sort of poking his head out, and then he just catches yours at the same time, like and you see a small guy pop out and go, right, let you stand there, Cognito, grab him, and I'll take the speeder fella. And you see him separate.
I will in that moment, if I have the action economy to do so, cast Hold Person, targeting both of them. So I'll cast it at 3rd level.
Yeah.
I need them both to make wisdom saving throws.
Does Hold Person, hold a second, is that any humanoid?
Choose a humanoid that you can see within range.
They are immune to that. As per the laws of the game, they're not actually humanoids. They just look like it.
Oh no.
Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all.
No, it's not.
Oh, how the turntables.
How the taps have turned.
Yeah. Your it just doesn't work. In fact, as you're looking at them, the world starts spinning. Everything starts spinning. Could I have you roll a charisma saving throw?
Sure. I'm great at those. Cough. Yay, 19. The secret ingredient is to not treat it like I'm good at it.
Yeah. That is excellent. As you're looking at this man, you catch his eyes, and the corridor starts tilting. And you, being a man of science, go, nope, and you divert your gaze and everything kind of regains stability. You're like, whoa, okay, right then.
Not making that mistake again. Looking out for Byron and running.
Right, Byron has.
Running away.
I think Byron has gone one direction. You'll go in the other direction.
If I can see where he's going, I'll follow him. But otherwise, yes, I'll go in the other direction.
Right. Instead of you don't hear Sonic theme music, you hear Benny Hill. Right. Meanwhile, Delaunay is offering Rasputin a pitcher of wine, and he's like been holding it up to you for a second whilst you've been having this little mental conversation. Which is ending with Tesla just going shit.
Yeah.
And then, are you okay there, Master Priest?
And I'll use thaumaturgy on, well, really to make it sound like Buenaventuri has like a very, very loud rumbling in his stomach and is possibly shitting his pants a little bit and be like, my friend is very ill. We need to leave right now. And like, I grab him and be like, oh, you're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. And start to try and like head out the door. Like, where is the nearest place to shit? I don't know. The bathrooms, I don't know if that's a thing in the Bastille.
Right. Do you want to do this as panicky as you're sounding it? Because that's going to that's going to create a lot of suspicion. Or are you going to be sort of like, oh, excuse me, my friend, he needs the bathroom?
I mean, it didn't sound like a subtle plan, let's be honest.
Yeah. There is definitely some urgency in the sound because of the sound that is coming out of Duruti. There's no panic, but is it as panicky as I sound right now?
Okay.
Probably not, but like,
Rudy is face palming through this, but because of the context, it looks like he's in pain, but actually he's just frustrated.
Now, roll a performance.
yeah, absolutely. 13.
The guards are sort of stepping up and saying, we can escort your friend to the latrines.
Yes, take us there.
Your friends, you can stay here.
I'll whisper to Daruti. I'll be right behind you.
Okay.
Okay. Daruti rolls his eyes and walks to the latrine with the guards.
Okay. You are escorted to everyone's separating. This is just amazing. Right. Yeah, you're taken out to the office and a little bit further into the castle.
Mm-hmm.
There's one of the guards. He's going to give you a bit of space. He's not that keen on listening whatever the hell is making that noise coming out of your body. So he's going to give you a respectable distance. He's going to there'll be like a room between you guys.
Perfect.
And if I can, how much of where he goes can I see? Does he go straight through a door? Does he go outside?
Yeah, he's gone out through a door and then the door closes and now you're still sort of in the office with other delegates. We don't know these people. They just wanted to be here.
And then I'd like to, if I have
one of them keeps on thinking with a proletariat, and we don't know what that means.
And if again I have the action economy to do it, I'd like to message to Daruti, just to say our friends are to the northeast. There is some trouble. You need to get to them.
All right. Acknowledged. So how far behind me is the guard? Can he still see me?
So imagine there's the little sort of latrine stall that you're in, that little room that's just a latrine. And then outside is going to be a kind of larger antechamber, and he'll be outside of that room, in the corridor waiting.
Is there an escape in the antechamber? Can I pop through a door or something?
No, there's a window. That you would be able to squeeze your way through, or squeeze yourself out of, but there is no, there's only one door in that.
Okay, so there's only one door, there's a window, so I've either got to take the guard out, or I've got to go through the window and kind of go around the outside. And are all of these windows barred? Is it likely that I'd be able to climb into another hallway to just get away from this guy?
Roll perception if you want to have a look outside the window.
Okay, I'm going to check outside the window and see what I can find here. Perception. Excellent. All right, let's see what we got. 14.
14, cool. So looking out, you think that you should be able to, there's a ledge just outside, and there are windows on either side, which would lead you to sort of different rooms. Obviously, impossible to tell exactly where those windows would lead to, but there's a definite escape route.
Okay, I'm going to go out on the ledge.
Beautiful. Do you want to roll athletics? See how
Indeed, I do.
How stably you're holding on to this thing.
All right. That would be 22.
Yeah. You swing yourself out. You find a nice sort of purchase for your feet, nice purchase for your hands. And you're able to sort of just easily make your way to a sort of adjoining room. Some sort of storage room.
Okay.
And you are off. Free, right? So just Rasputin now stuck with the delegates and the Londe. Byron, are you running quickly in one direction?
My only question is, how far away from those gentlemen am I?
What speed are we traveling at? 100
I think
miles per hour?
I think I ran. They were 20 feet, so I ran 50 feet past them, right?
Okay, yeah.
So yes, I'm running. I'm trying to find Benedict.
Okay.
But if it's my turn, I'd like to try and cast a spell as well.
Beautiful. So I think Tesla would have informed you that he was held above you guys.
Yeah.
Tesla can correct me if I'm wrong. But so you know that you find like a staircase, get up to next stairs.
Okay, so they're not within. My enemies aren't within eye range.
Well, they travel 30 feet, so they'll be what, 20 feet behind you?
Okay, so I can see them. Or the
Yeah, one of them. Yeah, small fellow.
oh, the skinny guy, right? So, do I think he's got wisdom or charisma? I'm going to go for.
He is both wise and charming.
Oh, thank you for that hint.
That's all my creatures are.
Okay. Any guards, enemies in front of me between me and
So far, you haven't seen any, but you are guessing that the garrison of 100 or so troops, I mean, they'll be hanging around somewhere, probably up on the battlements, looking down at the building crowds.
Okay, I'll run 35 feet. I'll burn a key point to run 35 more. I will hold an attack. I will hold. Dissonant Whispers.
Okay. Holding it for when it's within range, or?
Yeah, I mean, I presume I've ran fast enough, especially with the stairs, that I can't see him right now. So as soon as I can see it at the top of the stairs, I'll fire it off.
Sorry, what was set off?
As soon as I see him.
Okay, cool.
In which case, if I saw him at the start of the thing, I might as well do it. So,
yeah. So
wisdom saving throw of 15, please.
15, and that was wisdom.
Yeah.
Oh, that is going to be a pass.
Okay. Then nothing happens.
Okay.
Oh, on a failed save, it still takes damage. Oh no, that's a failed save though. It's a pass.
Yeah.
Sorry, got excited because you were like, I failed. Never mind. Moving on.
All right, Tesla. You are currently face to face. No, wait. You also decided to run, didn't you? Cool,
Yep.
Cool.
I'm standing still for that.
Yeah. I'll say the large fellows in hot pursuits.
Great. As I run, I will cast invisibility at 2nd level on myself and attempt to circle around and find. I've got Rasputin on mental connection, don't I?
Yeah.
I'll call out to Rasputin and ask him to give me an idea where he's going so I can meet up.
Well, what I've been doing is message. So technically, I don't think you can call out to me. I have to call out to you, and then you can you have the opportunity to respond.
Okay,
It's just a cantrip.
I think Tesla doesn't have that knowledge just yet, so he's going to respond as if he did. So he's like, Rasputin, where are you? I need your help. Help! Why aren't you speaking to me? Help!
Why have you forsaken me?
You put the telephone in my head, and now you're not even answering. Right. Glorious. You're not casting any spells? No, yeah, you're invisible. Brilliant. That is He's going to be confused. He's going to disappear as well. And Rasputin.
I think Rasputin will try a similar trick, but instead of using a thaumaturgy, he'll use a minor illusion to make himself all of a sudden look really green, and Sal will be like, just like, oh god, terrible muscles last night. Oh, those muscles, and then be like, the bathrooms are this way, and just start to like hobble out the same door where Darude went, and be like, "Soldiers, let me into wherever," and just start to like try and hobble out that door.
I'll say that yeah, in conjunction with your general appearance aesthetics, and I don't think that after Darude leaves, no one really wants you to be with him anymore.
Yeah.
So they'll be
I
like,
love that everything Rasputin does to manipulate people is about him being gross.
I mean, you gotta play the cards you're dealt, right?
Rasputin, you come out into a corridor, and you see the guardsman. I'm going to say he's one of the older sort of reservists. He's still standing outside, and he'll nod over to you like, "Father, I think your friend there is having some troubles. He's been there for a while now. I would probably wait."
And I mean, I think Rasputin playing the same game and just trying to be like, "Where the fuck did this guy go?" will just like sort of burst into the door if possible.
Yeah, I mean, the guard will just let you go through.
Yeah,
and you'll find an empty toilet.
An empty toilet, and whichever way. Well, should I roll to see if I can figure out which way Darude is gone? Like,
well, you could message him, I suppose, but
well, that would be a spell that I can't
all right.
figure right now. But there is something else I could do if I know which way he's gone.
All right. I mean, he's not in there. There's an open window.
Open window?
Yeah. You could like poke your head out and see if he's like holding onto the ledge or something.
Okay. You know what? I think instead of doing that, I think if I have any movement left, I'll just start to scrabble up and out the window best I can.
Okay, so you're like, okay, well, there's a window there. I'll take that one.
Fuck it, yeah.
Beautiful. Do you want to roll athletics as well?
Yes, dear God. Oh my God, this is gonna go so poorly.
Am I still on the like? Has this green priest just appeared while I'm?
No. I mean, you've had a chance to. I'm saying this is going to take few minutes afterwards. You've already gained access to the storage room, so
Okay, so I'm already in the storage room.
Yeah, so you've been able to like sort of poke your head out, check out sort of surroundings, make sure that no one's going to come stumbling in. You've seen like a patrol go by, 3 guys sort of just marching. No one's too bothered.
And now just a scrambling stinky priest through the window. Yeah, the athletics check is a 13.
It is not as easy for you at all. You sort of step out and just like rocks slip out from under your feet. But you're able to make it to sort of the same window as Darude went through. Just a lot more haphazardly.
Sure. Okay. And then I will just immediately just sort of try and get my bearings. Obviously, that'll be the end of my turn. Try and be next turn figuring out which way Darude went.
Okay.
So he Rasputin is now at the window, or is he coming in? Like,
yeah, you'll see him like sort of. You can probably hear him before he actually appears.
Yeah. So when Rasputin comes in, he's going to find himself staring straight at Darude's 45.
Happy reuniting.
Yeah.
Reunion.
Yeah, definitely more relief than fear, but I don't think I have a chance to really interact. I think it's your turn, right?
Yeah, I mean, we've been sort of fairly loose with the town specifically. It's like, what are people doing? You guys stuck in a cupboard. Tesla's just gone invincible.
Invisible.
Yeah. And Byron's running.
Toby's forgotten English.
I'm eating chicken nuggets. It impairs my cognitive abilities.
We've got to keep going. What I think is east on this map. There is trouble. We need to get to our friends as soon as possible.
Darude puts the 45 away and says, "Lead on, then."
All right. And then just movement towards whichever direction I think they sort of were. So again on this map, like as east as I can go,
Yeah.
moving.
Yeah, because you're sort of within the interior. You are, if you time it, because Jurtis had a chance to sort of see when the patrol went by, you think that you can probably sort of take this moment to make a sort of break for it. You need to go one stores up to get to Rose, and you probably be aware that Tesla is somewhere on this floor.
Okay.
So do we go after Tesla or do we go after Rose?
I think we need our friends first.
Well, let's find out. Were you in contact with him?
I can try now if I have the time, and then I guess I'll try a message again and just whisper in, like, Tesla, goddammit, where are you, Tesla? I think he would choose Nicola. To be honest, it's a more familiar name to him, Nicola.
Rasputin, is that you? I've been calling for ages.
Yes, well, it only works one way. Where are you?
What? I mean, what? I'm running down corridors. He'll give a brief description. Where are you?
Not too far, I would imagine. Shit. We're up a level, so yeah. So he'll try and give his best description. I'm with Duruti. You should be able to find us.
Well, I can't keep running for much longer. I'm not nearly as fit as people seem to think I am.
You say that as you turn a corner and you see them skulking.
And he's just going to out loud go, "Oh, thank God."
Rudy immediately pulls his 45 in the direction of the strange voice because that's seeming to come out of nowhere.
Which way did Byron go? And he's like sort of talking to like the way you would talk to God if you heard God's voice somewhere, you know.
He's the other way completely. Those strange fellows. The large fellow was chasing me, and the smaller fellow chased Byron.
Well, let's
The way
move.
Byron was moving, he's practically zoomed around. I think Byron's made 2 laps of this castle by now.
All right. So do we go after Byron or do we go after Rose?
I know where Rose is. I can lead the way if we need to, but maybe we can intercept Rose and then get Byron.
Sounds good to me. Let's go after Rose. Byron can take care of himself.
Rasputin, you contacted me. Can you contact Byron?
If given the opportunity and the distance, I think he'll try and do the same thing. Message, Byron, we're going to grab Rose first.
No, I'm going to get Rose.
Well, then we'll meet up and we'll get Rose at the same time.
Okay, then we'll meet you there. But keep running.
There are some dangerous fools. They're immune to my magic charms. Be careful.
Shocking.
So they're men. Wait, I don't think
You'd
no.
be
That's
surprised.
that's
We
inaccurate.
don't have time to get into that.
That's inaccurate. That's inaccurate.
I have some things to confess. I'm not sure your culture or your time frame would accept.
That is a Rasputin assumption for sure.
Says the one who's like from the furthest back in time. Right. I think for the sake of expediency, you guys bump into each other. I suppose Tesla is still invisible, but Byron, you've noticed that you're no longer being chased. And possibly by accident, you find yourself looking down at the end of a corridor, and you see at least Jurti and Rasputin.
Friends, they've threatened to cut out Rose's tongue. They know we're looking for Rose. They know we've killed what I presume are their colleagues. We need to get to Rose as soon as possible.
Let's do it then.
Okay, Ghost Tesla, are you with us?
I'm still here. I haven't left you. Just assume I'm here. Where am I? Where's Mark Coleman and the 2 ladies? Were they able to get in?
No. Focus, people. Focus. We need to get Rose as soon as possible.
While we cut back to the zombies pounding on the door, and then the other Parisians are taking them as their leaders.
Revolution.
Look how brave those forearm.
You see, the zombies have decided to rejoin their master, and I suppose they can't really decide anything. I don't know, but they've started like they want to get in. So one of them's like climbed up on the outside, and a couple of the Parisians are like, oh, "We should follow his lead." And as the 4 zombies start climbing up, a few more younger, more daring individuals join them, and they're now scaling the outside of the walls.
Here I thought I was going to get to inspire the crowd, but the zombies did it for me.
I absolutely love the idea of people projecting so hard onto people doing something very, very dumb that they believe it's something very, very brave or smart.
Yes.
That's like the whole idea behind Facebook, right?
Yeah.
And all human development.
If I might say, it's the idea behind most of our projections as heroes.
Yeah,
That's true. So I mean, I guess we as a group sort of move towards where Tesla tells us Rose is.
Yeah.
I'm going to expend some key points to dash.
Dash. Okay. Well, you can dash if you want, or just move at the same pace as everyone else. But if you want dash, you reach the corridor quicker than everyone else, and you would see 2 guards with magnificent mustaches.
Oh,
In
damn.
the corridor.
those do not look like Doges.
Looks like Freddie Mercury.
Yeah.
I surrender.
Right.
No,
Wouldn't.
I cannot compete with 2 Freddie Mercurys. Like,
Yeah.
no one
Byron
can.
has found his queens.
I've met my match.
But you'll see a 3rd one who's just sitting and chilling like a villain. Hang on, it's that. Right.
I would like.
There's no sign of the sinister-looking bastards, and Tesla's still invisible. What would you guys like to do?
Do we have a surprise round, or do we roll for initiative?
You guys, currently they're just standing. They look slightly alert. They are definitely on the lookout for something, but if you carefully peek around the corner, then they might not catch
Are they
you.
30 feet away?
What? I think each wears about 3 foot, so 5, 6. What the? Yeah, they move 5 feet.
I'd like to cast Charm Person at a higher level. They
Okay.
both need to, the 2 Freddies need to do a wisdom saving throw.
Boom. All right. There is still 3 of them, but
No, I'll go for the first 2.
okay. Wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
Oh, that is 1 pass and 1 fail.
Okay. So this gentleman is now a big friend, thinks of me as a companion, won't do anything to me until I harm it, treat me as a friendly acquaintance.
Cool. Is that like a verbal component to that, or?
Yeah, so I step forward. I mean, for flavour, I will step forwards and be talking to them and say, Gentlemen, one of your prisoners is in imminent danger. Oh my God! But, and he corrects me on his name, and I go, yes, Pierre, that's, of course. Wow, I haven't seen you since l'Académie Française. How are you, old fella? How are you? And he eyes glisten with recognition as he realizes I'm an old friend. And I say, now listen, I'd love to catch up. We should do the old drinking games, but your prisoner is in danger.
Okay, so one of the guardsman sitting at a table, he sort of stands up in apprehension, grabs his musket. The other guard raises his musket, pointing at you, and Pierre just goes, "No, mon ami, it's fine. That's what's his face? We were drinking, friends at the academy.
Biron. Yeah.
Yeah, Biron. Yes.
I remember this. This is a thing that happened to me.
Yeah. Don't shoot. Right. Oh, he fails to persuade his friend though. Claude, what the hell? Sorry, Pierre, what have you been drinking? These are obviously the criminals that Batards wanted. Judas, don't move.
All right. So, can I get an action here for
Yeah, go for it.
since it's a surprise round? All right. Daruti is going to just open fire on this guard, doing and he's going to go for an intimidation thing. So if I can kill this guard in one hit, I'm intimidating the other guy. If I don't kill this guy, I'm intimidating him.
Okay, so basically the guy's like, no, these guys are obviously criminals. He's going to mow them down, yeah? Right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Intimidatingly.
Intimidatingly mow this guy down. So will that interfere with the charm?
Oh yeah, you fuck up all my plans today. Don't worry. Carry on.
Wait, are you shooting the charmed guy, or are you shooting?
No,
the guy?
I'm not shooting the charmed
So,
guy. I'm shooting the guy who's not charmed. I'm
There's
just saying,
rules as
if I had
written
some-
and rules as attended. I'm prepared to consider that although he may consider me acquaintance, if you shot his fellow guard friend, he wouldn't be like, "Oh Pierre, you and your practical jokes." He's not that charmed. So it doesn't actually say in the rules attacking his ally, but I just think it makes sense that he wouldn't be like, "Oh, you guys." Such a cad. Carry on.
Yeah.
Well, Matt again
I don't know. It is
aside-
magic. How do you feel? Can I get a ruling on that?
I'm ruling that it's nonsense.
No. Metagaming aside, you can absolutely just
What?
act in character and gun this guy down.
Okay. Let me see. Is there, instead of gunning him down, is there a way I can intimidate him without that?
I mean, you could try pulling a gun on him, but he has the gun pulled on you guys, so...
All right. So I wish if I had a disarming shot, I'd use it right now, but I don't have that yet. So, all right. I'm going to use my intimidating shot. So open fire on him.
All right. So yeah, this is like to try to intimidate. So roll
So,
to hit.
well, here's what I'm going to do because I get 2 attacks. So the first one I'm going to use, I'm going to open fire on the closest guard, the one who's got his gun drawn, and I'm actually going to use winging shot to knock him prone. So yeah, let's roll my attack. Nice. Okay. So, yeah, 28. So basically, I'm going to just totally unload on this dude. Just going to get into that. Plus... Okay, so he takes 12 damage plus a D8. Was that a 1 that came out on your end?
No, it's 7.
A 7, even better. Okay, so he
19
takes
damage.
19 damage and he's knocked prone. Then I'm going to fire again. And this time I'm going to I'm going to shoot the guy. Well, no, he's prone, so now it would be hard for me to hit. So I'm going to shoot the other guy and try to intimidate him into dropping his weapon.
All right, okay.
Okay, so that's going to be...
All right. You're intimidating the guy who's charmed, or the guy who's like further back?
If the guy's not going to be charmed anymore...
He's charmed. Leave Pierre alone. We go way back.
Okay, then I'm going to intimidate the guy who's further back.
Byron's convinced himself of his own lie.
So 16 to hit on that one.
Yeah, 16 is going to hit.
Okay, great. And that... So for damage for him, I'm going to roll...
Byron's just a
6
method
damage.
actor.
Yeah, it would be 6 plus a D8, which I just rolled to everyone.
2, so 8 damage.
2. So 8 damage, and I'm going to roll an intimidation check. And you guys will have to tell me what I got because my screen is going way too slow.
10.
10. Oh shoot! Even just a 10. Okay, so there's the intimidation check. I'm going to basically say, throw down your weapons. You're outnumbered and outgunned.
Okay. So Claw is down to the ground. I'm going to call this man Dunstan. Would you say damage was 8?
Yeah, 8. Yeah.
Well, he's riddled with holes, but he's still alive. Lord, can't do maths to save my life. All right, okay. It's fairly intimidating being shot at, but he was. You caught him with his pants down. One of them's charmed, and one of them's been knocked to the floor. So Pierre will shout out, "What the fuck?" As Rasputin or Tesla, what would you like to do?
We can go first.
Okay. I think honestly, I think as these things are playing out, fuck me.
It's no time.
Rasputin will just sort of stay in that corner and hold an Eldritch Blast. And if he hears gunfire, if Byron can't swing this back his way, I'll try and stay behind him, behind the wall. If Byron can't swing this back his way, and he hears any gunfire, he'll let loose an Eldritch Blast.
Okay. So you're holding an action in case they shoot. That is perfect. And Tesla, what would you like to do?
Tesla will rush forward through the middle of the group. In his
I'm moving you
state.
now.
Ghost Tesla. Oh my god, this is so
Tesla!
real.
Oh, it's Tesla.
Best car
Episode
ever.
title right there.
And he's going to see if he can go through the door or swipe some keys for the door, but we'll test the door first.
10. Okay, you'd reach a door. You remember which one it was. You've been here before. And so you will bend down and try to roll the sleight of hand for me.
Will do.
Ghost Tesla. Wah, wah, wah.
Ghost Tesla does some stuff.
Stealing the keys.
19.
19, yeah, you just fish up the keys from pockets. Boom, ba-dum, bum, bum.
Perfect. And he'll open the door and go, he should be in here. Chunk.
All right. I mean, there's and your. I mean, you're supposed to use your action to keep on moving.
What do I see when the door's opened?
So you open up the door.
Yeah.
All right. Interesting. You see the same scene as before. Rose on the chair in the center of a cell. You see the woman, but this time she's facing you, grinning menacingly, as if she was waiting for you, as if this is an ambush. And you see to your either side, like the scene with the Velociraptors to your left and right. You see the ones who are about to ambush you.
It's a good thing I'm invisible, right?
Oh yeah, you are invisible, aren't you? Oh yeah, yes, you do see everything, and they are just standing there waiting to ambush you. Oh, that's perfect. I hate you so much.
Tesla.
I can't believe how much I hate you.
Ghost Tesla.
So much.
Tesla's just going to look at that side, and he's just gonna keep walking to the side, put his back against the wall, and just shrink down a bit and go, "It's an ambush."
Wait. Yes. Are you saying that like in your head, thinking that the walkie-talkie is still working, or are you shouting out loud?
I've gone to the side, leant against the wall, and just shouted that out loud.
Okay, so you're back outside, yeah?
Yeah. It was just opening the door, taking a step out.
That's a whole room full of nope.
Yep.
Okay, then give me 5 seconds while I set up things. I suppose now's a good time to be rolling initiative, everyone.
All right.
Boom, 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 boom.
Always thought invisibility was overrated, and now I find that no, it wasn't.
Oh yeah, no, you're freaking killing it, man. All right. So
In fact,
I rolled
before-
initiative, but I accidentally clicked int. So I rolled an 18 on my initiative plus, and my initiative bonus is +7. So that puts Daruti at 25.
What was your int save?
Before
My int
we
save was -1.
Oh my god. Should we crack on then, chaps?
I'm good to go. Let's ruin these people's day.
Let's get this bread.
Let them eat cake.
that is what it's all about, actually. The prisoners are
mean-
starving.
Cake and bread are basically the same thing. Don't at me.
Brioches, which is why I'm annoyed when they put it in a burger bun.
Yeah.
By the way, I had this awesome freaking plan for what we were going to do, because I was thinking we were going to have to attack the Bastille with the actual crowd. So I had a whole plan. It was going to be awesome,
Mate.
but I like where we're going
And,
here.
and I thought I'd have an army of hookers, shoulda, woulda, coulda, right? We move on.
I thought that retconning the end of the last session would like streamline everything and instantly everyone just split up. So
Yeah.
I didn't want to do that. I knew the thing in that
I-
situation was to surrender, but I could not justify that on a character.
no, I think it worked out.
You've had 3 chances to do the right thing. Just can't. Fair
Right,
enough.
speaking of doing the right thing, I have Byron and Druti's initiatives. What are Rasputin's and Tesla's?
Yes.
I got a 14.
Mine was 16.
Byron, what was yours?
7.
7.
Hey. I'm catching up with my friend here, man. I'll get back to you. Let me know how combat goes.
Right. So, is everyone ready?
Let's do it.
Ready?
Hello and welcome back from the break. And I believe that we have all rolled for initiative. And Dirty, you are at the top of the round.
Okay. I am unloading on the soldier in the back, the one who hasn't been knocked prone and isn't charmed. He took, I think, 8 damage from me last time.
Understood. Oh
let's-
no.
Let's make that way worse. So,
He has a family. Do you hear that? That's a baby crying in the background.
It's his baby.
Yeah.
what's he doing with his baby in the Bastille?
He lives
all
close to
right.
his work.
So, first attack, that's a 14. Does that hit?
14 will actually hit.
Excellent. All right. So, that is 10 plus. Did the 8 register?
Sure.
Yeah, so 10 plus 7, so 17 damage. How injured does he look?
Say 10 damage.
17 damage. He took
17
the
damage.
addition-
He looks perforated, as in he's now an ex-Dunstan.
Okay.
His children are going to go hungry. His wife will have to find solace with another man. You created a tragedy.
Okay, so he's dead, is what you're telling me.
He's very much dead. He's now smeared across the floor. I apologize, I zoned out there for a second. But yes, you open fire and just, turns down
Okay.
Swiss cheese.
So that guy is gone. All right. Well, those are my 2 attacks. I've done my thing. You guys can handle the charmed guy and the dude who's on his ass.
All right. Do you want making movements? Making moves?
I am going to. I mean, I can easily attack these guys. I don't think there's a reason for me to approach. Is there anywhere I can? Does it look like I can take cover anywhere?
Nah, not really. I mean,
yeah.
it's a corridor.
And I'm not close enough to like run and try to grapple the guard that's on the ground or anything, am I?
I mean, I don't think you have the actions for it, but unless you want to expand your second wind, but
no, I'll stay where I am for now.
Yeah, that's fine.
Unless I could use my movement to try to normally intimidate and try to get the guy on the ground to give up his weapon,
Nope.
or the charmed guy.
No, it's just
Yeah. All right. So I'm done.
Beautiful. Tesla, you're up next. Oh, Tesla, you yes. What actually greeted you inside the room? Boom. Here's what you saw.
Great.
Before ducking out.
I don't know if any of you have played Diablo 1 and faced the first boss, the Butcher. I'm pretty sure that's his name. But there's an old strategy that you can use to cheese him. I'm going to try and replicate that right now. Probably it won't work.
Are you kiting them?
No. Tessa's going to turn around the corner and he's going to cast a 4th level spell, Wall of Fire.
All right.
Oh.
And he's going to, let's see, he's got a 60-foot long, 20-foot high, 1 foot thick wall of fire that he can make, or a ringed wall 20 feet high, 20 feet in diameter that he can make. He's going to make this wall. I want it to be a right angle. Pretty much just starting on the lady, going down, and capturing that big fat guy. That's mean. The large guy with looks like he had a lemon.
Yep. So
Lemon face.
Lemon face. I like that.
how long is it?
It's a 60-foot long.
Oh, 60
wall.
foot. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I suppose.
Yeah.
Fire. Doo-doo.
I remember this strategy.
Yeah.
I didn't usually play the wizard. I like to play the fighter and just kite him, run, hit, run, hit.
I didn't actually play and do this strategy. I had a very inappropriate childcarer who took Diablo to our childcare because we had computers there, and he decided to play it for a bunch of kids. I remember having nightmares on the intro cinematic of the crows picking out eyeballs, and then waking up subsequent nights later and saying to mom, "Do crows really eat people's eyeballs?"
That
like,
is the
where the hell did this
best
come from?
insight into Jesse I've ever
Yeah.
had.
This is
Crows
excellent.
really eat people's eyes. Yes.
You had a power gamer babysitter when you were young.
People. Right. So you passed the wall of fire. The room
Is
just.
that using the full 60 feet there?
Oh, I mean, you have last 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. You have 60 minus 18 feet left.
Can
42, I
we
believe.
wind that around, going up from the strange lady, up and around, and then circling back in so it loops in on itself? Kind of like one of those Aztec swirls.
Aztec swirls. What? I don't even know what language you're speaking.
Oh, that's fair enough. I just need it to swirl in on itself.
Imagine you're playing a game of Snake on the Nokia 2310.
So,
Perfect. Could we? I'm so sorry, Toby. Could we go
No.
from wall to wall on that diagonal?
Let's
Yeah.
just assume it is, yeah.
Yeah, that's
I
fine.
mean, the room is tiny.
Right.
Everything's on fire. But
so-
wall for wall. So okay. So you're
I need-
setting the that things on fire. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I need those creatures to make a dexterity saving throw. DC 16.
Now, if there's one side of the firewall is safe, that means it's not going to light the carpet like.
If
Like
it's a
the
good
fi-
Persian rug, it shouldn't light on fire anyway. The thread count's too high, baby.
And this one's soaked with blood as well. So now, but is one side safe? You say so? Why? How are they taking fire damage? I don't understand. Anyway,
So if they're within it or on a harmful side that I designate, they'll take damage if they're in it or within 10 feet. But the other side doesn't flicker the damage.
Okay.
So that's
But
how
in-
attack functions as a wall.
Yeah. In any case, you are rolling a. Oh, you got okay. So that's a 19. A. Oh, plus. How you have a +2? That's amazing. That's a 22, and our grinning fella, I think, is going to get torched. Okay, that's 11.
11.
Grinning fella,
Alright,
I think,
so-
is taking even more damage.
Perfect. So on a success, they take half. On a failure, they take full. That's 21 points of fire damage, or 10 points damage rounded down for the ones that passed. And Tessa's, he would lose invisibility on casting the spell. He's got not many options. He's going to run back towards the group, I think. He's going to lose the line of sight to preserve his life. Oh shit, no, he's just going to stay there. No, he's running.
Run. Where are you running? Back to the group?
Back to the group, yeah.
Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3. Right.
So for the flavor of it, Tesla would have looked into the room and in his invisible state, fumbled around his pockets for something, anything. And as he's doing that, he pulls out one of his books and he starts scribbling down with a pen. Getting frustrated, he starts clicking the pen rapidly, and as friction starts to build up, sparks starts to light. He slams the pen down into the ground, and a little spider web weaves straight into the room. And then from one side of the room to the other, it's just a torrent of flame lights up, lighting them on fire.
Bad.
Marvelous. Right. Does a 16 hit?
Me?
Yes.
It would, even if I cast shield. So yes, it still hits me.
Cast shield. That is.
Wait, what? Would there be an attack of opportunity from because the one guy's on the ground and the other guy's charmed?
Whoa!
I think someone on the prone can still stab you in the ankle with a bayonet.
I think they just attack from what?
One DM
I feel
is
like you should
enough.
at least have.
Buenaventura,
Okay,
we already have a
okay.
DM, thank you.
I feel like you should at least have disadvantage, but okay.
Oh yeah, you roll with disadvantage.
I just have a very low AC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You feel a nick and you take 7 slashing damage as
Right.
the man on the floor lashes out with a bayonet.
All right, and I will make my concentration check at advantage, thanks to Warcaster, which is a 15. I think I pass. So the firewall stays up.
Boom. Dun, dun, dun. Rasputin, you're next.
All right. I believe seeing that shit is really going down, Rasputin will, as a bonus action, activate his form of dread, which will give me 1d10 plus 4 temporary hit points. Let's roll that d10 really quick.
Yeah, I thought you had readied a witch bolt or something beforehand as well. Was I wrong about that?
That's true. If guns started going off, which I have heard, they would be Eldritch Blasts, which
I suppose. Yeah, when I thought that would be when the guards fired, but
yeah, which is the idea. But it's still, that hadn't happened, but it's still coming. So that's 3 plus 4, so not a lot for 10 HP. 7. And as his action, will lean out and fire Eldritch Blasts at the. Oh, you know what? Well, I'll go ahead still at disadvantage at the downed guy.
Okay.
So let's see. First one is a 17. Second one is 20. And that's so 17 for the first.
17 will hit.
Right. And for the second, 22 and 19.
All right.
So
the Eldritch Blast just wipe out any existing spark of life energy.
And then make his move towards the door, enter the room, and Max walking distance towards that door
10, yep. You'd be able to get just
without turning around the door. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. You can like still gain some partial cover from that. Do you look inside?
I think seeing Tesla peek in and then come back, I'll still try and hide myself around the wall best I can rather than walking into the room alone.
Oh, cool. But do you peek inside?
Do I peek inside? Yeah, curiosity. Can't not.
Okay. Well, there's like a flaming inferno. I wish I had like fire symbols. Also, could you make a Christmas saving throw, please?
Charisma saving throw, absolutely. Oh my god. So I have as high charisma as you possibly can. I'm proficient in charisma saving throws, and I rolled a natural fucking 1 for a total of 9.
No.
A total of 9.
Beautiful. So you like just quickly scan the room, and you look eyes with the large guy sucking a lemon, and you meet his eyes, and the room with smoke and the flames spin around, and you're also spinning around, and everything's spinning around, and you currently are confused.
All right.
You can't take any reactions till starting next turn. And you'll be rolling a d8 to determine what you can do for your next turn.
Okay. I don't see confusion under the list of conditions.
It's a spell effect, so it won't be.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
a
let's see.
confusing case. If you
Okay, cool.
boom.
I'll just rely on you for it.
So is the guy like literally just standing there in the fire sucking on a lemon?
No. I think it's just his first look. Yeah, there you go.
After that, it's going to be this. It's going to be the gentleman who was looking at you, and he's going to lurch forward, seeing you to be there. He will throw himself after the flames. Does he need to do anything, like, because he's moving after the flames? Does that cause anything, Jesse?
I will double check the spell's wording if moving through or out of the space does anything. Pardon me. I know if they end their turn or appear in it, it does something. Okay, if it enters the wall for the first time of the turn or ends its turn there, it takes the damage. And then if a creature ends its turn within 10 feet or inside the wall, it'll take the damage. So moving through it or ending its turn there.
Yeah, no, he's just going to dash through, seeing Rasputin. And he's just going to start punching you with fists like hocks of ham.
Okay.
That's a 16, a 10. 16 hits.
16 does hit, yeah.
And 10 missing.
10 does miss, yeah.
Cool.
Are those at disadvantage?
Oh, that's good. Oh, God, you absolute
Sorry.
son of a... Okay, right, so that's a 9 and a 10. So he's like swings at you, and you like, whoa,
Yeah.
dodging out of the way.
Drunken
And
master.
so the man screaming like, "Brr!" And then he just headbutts you. Okay, that's a little bit better. 15.
Oh, that does hit. That's just it.
Beautiful. And his forehead just connects with you, and has 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, it's not great.
He's curiously quiet though. Doesn't say a word. Right. Busy sucking that lemon. Dun, dun, dun. Byron, you're up next.
Has he ended his turn within 10 feet of the wall?
Yeah, I suppose not. Yeah, I suppose so.
All right.
Because that's
Dexterity saving throw.
2, 4, 6 feet. Yeah, but it doesn't affect Tesla.
No.
All right. Magic.
It's a part of my class feature, sculpt spells. I can choose a number of individuals equal to 1 plus my modifier. So me, the party, and
I think
Benedict.
in future games, I'm not going to allow you to make characters. I'm just going to characters for you. Alright, that's
Just tell us we lose.
No, it's just Jesse just like. Oh yeah, by the way, I have these rules which negates all that you do. So
I mean, if
I'm
you
an
look at
idiot.
it, right, like
No.
Rasputin, disadvantage on every attack is fucking deadly. Tesla being able to do massive area of effect spells and be like, but not my friends.
Hmm.
And Byron just being so damn handsome and charming. It's
So
just
the
unreal.
fact that you were,
And then
the fact that
Daruti
you
having
were-
fucking grenades. We're unstoppable.
Tesla was invisible when he casted the spells, means that like none of the prepared actions that they would have done in retaliation procced. So I'm literally fuming.
Your room of big bad guys is fuming right now.
Yeah. They're all on fire.
On the bright side, the damage is only 13 points of fire damage.
13 points damage. Well, he's still again. He takes his life soundlessly.
It's the lemon, I understand.
Yeah. Byron, you're up next.
Yes, I'm going to run into the doorway of the room and shout to our man, Benedict Rose, and try and persuade him, come with me if you want to live.
Okay. Benedict Rose, he's tied to a chair, but he's...
Well, there's no way to talk my way out of that. I'm going to run forwards and try and cut his ropes free then.
Okay, how many... so that's 30 foot, and then you'd have to get past this big fella. How much
Well,
movement you got left?
I mean, I could walk around him without provoking opportunity attack, I presume, if I went past my friend Pierre. And if I need to, yes, I will then smash a key point to get some extra movement.
Okay. How much further can you go?
So I'm doing 70 foot per turn now.
In the
Lord.
spirit of fairness, Toby,
Yep.
the sculpt spells feature means I give my the people I choose advantage on saving throws against it, and if they succeed, they would then take no damage, and if they fail, they take half.
Okay. That's nice. Then the dexterity saving throw from Rasputin.
Who is that ginger fellow with the green ring around him?
That would be
Rose.
Muscle
That's
Rose.
Benedict Rose.
Oh, so why have I run past everyone through the wall of flames?
Because you said that was what you were going to do.
No, I want to run to Benedict Rose and free him from his...
Yeah, so
You
you...
just entered the room.
You're cut off by the wall of flames.
Yeah, so
Oh,
that's-
I'm
that's the door.
confused because there was a corridor with a door to the south, and now we've entered a room from the.
yeah.
Okay.
Considering this guy is up here, I thought...
That
it was,
makes
like,
sense.
clear
Sorry. Okay.
Yeah, and then
my
I
bad, my
thought
bad.
with the door pointing downwards. Anyway, it made sense in my head.
No, yeah.
Actually,
But
maybe
Byron is
fight
not
the-
a geographer, so
Yeah, should you maybe fight the guy in the big guy in the doorway, or
not if I can get around him without provoking an opportunity attack. I'm gonna try and run.
I
for
mean, at
Rose.
the moment, you're still within 5 feet of them, so if you keep on moving forward, that's...
Well, I think I have enough movement to try and circle him. If I have to take an opportunity attack, I will. Yes, my plan is to gun for Rose and cut him free.
Okay. Now, what means that big guy is literally blocking doorway.
Oh yeah, I'll take it.
Okay, so you take the opportunity to attack him then?
Yes.
Okay, that's a 13 to hit.
No, won't hit.
Okay, so he swipes at you. You duck under, and then you would still take an opportunity attack from Smiley McSmiley Face here.
Shit.
But he's tiny. You taking it?
Oh, but
Yeah,
I don't,
Leroy Jenkins in
don't
this, man.
underestimate his size here.
Oh, cool. That is a 22 to hit.
Yes, that will hit.
Marvelous. As you try to slip past him, he lashes out with a dagger, and you take 15 points of psychic damage. You are currently also grappled as your body's just
Oh, no.
jolting in shock. And he's just holding you with his arms stretched out.
I think I know what that guy is.
All right, cool. And roll the intelligence saving throw.
Yeah. Okay. Is this magical?
It's a weapon attack. I suppose it's an effect of the weapon. So no.
Spells are magical effects. So I believe if it's a magical effect of the weapon, I have advantage on the roll.
Technically ability, but go for advantage because otherwise, I mean, you can be screwed if you
Intelligence
fail,
is my
so-
dump stats.
Yeah.
So
You probably
I'm
need all the help.
grasping at straws. here.
I mean, he's just striking you with a magical dagger. Let's assume.
And
it's
I
magical.
just rolled a 3, so I'm really glad I get another chance at that.
Yeah.
Come on, Byron,
Four.
Byron, Byron.
Four.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
You roll a
Right.
3 and a 4. Oh God.
Okay. You are currently stunned until he stops grappling you.
Stunning. As are you, good friend.
You are currently stunning. But it's all right. He will stop grappling you after you died. And with that, also roll dexterity saving throw for me, please.
Against a magical effect,
Yes.
It's fire, so yeah.
that will be a dirty 20.
Oh, cool.
No
At
damage.
least the flames all around you aren't, burning you. So that's always good. Like sort of leaping away from you using Tesla's magics. Bum bum bum. Now Pierre. He's seen his friend dart past, and he'd be like, huh? But he's also seen his other two friends get gunned down, so he's going to take a shot at Dorothy. Claude. That is a 23 to hit.
Oh, Dad, that definitely hits.
All right. The musket ball embeds itself deep as you take 15 points of piercing damage.
Stone's endurance.
Yep.
Let's see what I absorb. 14 points. So that's 12 plus 2. So I take 1.
Something's like, right.
Rudy just tanks that shot.
Just quickly, Toby, because I was stunned, I would have automatically failed my dexterity saving throw. And so what was the damage there?
Tesla? What's the damage of
reduced to
burning
10. Yeah, I just had to roll it up. So 20 reduced to 10 because you automatically take half if you fail.
Thank you.
Right. Dirty. Top of the round is your go.
Okay. How hurt does our lemon sucking friend look?
His clothes are on flames, like on fire, and he's just does not seem to give a crap.
Okay. Seeing Byron rush in there, I am going to expend a grit point for violent shot. And let's see what I can do. So here's my first attack.
Are you shooting at the guy in the doorway?
Yeah.
Cool. He's going to get a partial cover bonus for that, but
Okay. What does that do?
I think it's like +2 to AC. Yeah.
Okay.
Just so you know, because, he's a little bit hidden behind the wall and Rasputin.
Okay, so that shot was a 15 plus 9, so that is 24. Does that hit?
24 will still hit.
Okay, great. So I'm gonna roll damage. D8. It's gonna be 2d8. So he just took 8 plus 14, I think. Unless my thing froze on, I can't see what the dice is. So
That's 22 total.
20 total. Yeah.
8 plus 14, 20, yeah.
Yeah, I think so. So yeah, he took 20 damage there. Can I move before my second attack to try to get out of to try to move around his cover?
Yeah, like flanking around. You'd be getting close to Pierre, but
As long as I can do that without provoking an attack of opportunity, I'll
so
move
that's
closer.
half your movement, 15 feet. You have a much clearer view. You are within bayoneting distance of this guy, but
Okay, so I'm going to use my second attack again. So actions. I want this dude down. All right, another machine gun. Okay, that's 27.
first 7 hits.
Okay, roll to hit. Oops, I'm sorry. Roll for damage. Ignore that next roll that comes. And you can tell me whatever I rolled because my screen is not happy with me.
10 damage.
10 damage. Okay, plus another 8. Let me roll the d8 and let's see what that is.
I'm just imagining that he's just firing a machine gun directly at Rasputin while he's like drunk and matrixing past all the
Beautiful.
bullets.
18. So he just took it. So he took 18. So how's he looking now?
Same as before, but bleeding a lot more.
Okay. Action surge. I'm going to hit him again.
Okay.
All right. So
If you shoot me, so help me God.
It's only if he rolls a 1, so.
Well, I rolled a 2, so that would. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. I rolled a 12, so that's 21.
21 will hit.
All right. So that is 15 plus. Come on. Give me another 8. It looks like a 2 on my end. Yeah. So another 17 damage.
Okay. All right. Anything else?
I think. Do I have any more move actions?
You have another 15 feet of movement.
Okay, I am going to, after unloading on him, just to get out of bayoneting range, I'm going to retreat back towards the door.
Okay, beautiful. I am such an idiot. Anyway, can you also have you roll a charisma saving throw for me, please?
Indeed. Let's see what I get. And that's not a charisma check, that's a charisma save.
Yep.
Saving throws. Oh, that's not good. I got a 7.
All right, excellent. I should have done that before you started shooting at him, but that's on me. You are currently also equally confused as the entire room just spins around and you can no longer make sense of what's up or down.
Oh, great.
So you can't take any reactions, and you will roll a d8 to determine what you're doing next round.
All right. Well, last time I was confused, it worked out for all of us. So I hope that continues.
I should have done that before. You stripped away 80% of his hit points. Anyway. Meanwhile, back in the room, he's still in flames. He's not going to be happy about that.
Is he able to grapple while he's being burned from the flames?
Yeah. Painful for him, but
Fire hugs.
Yeah. I could kill Byron. Do I want to kill? No. He will cast a Dominate Monster. Yeah, that makes more sense. Yeah. Also, it'd be no. He will cast a Dominate Monster on Byron.
Oh, because Byron's a yeah.
Yeah. So can I have a Wisdom saving throw from, please?
With advantage for the magic.
I think so, yeah.
That will be 21.
Nice.
Well, that is very useful.
Not the first person that's tried to dominate me. I'm going to show you.
Okay. If you're grappled, can he pull you with him?
Yes.
Well, it's another contested strength check, right? The problem is I automatically fail strength checks because I'm
Because
stunned.
you're... Yeah, okay. Oh. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
but-
gonna... 6.
The method that he's grappling him with, though, that's a knife, isn't it? Isn't it? He's basically been tased.
Pretty much, yeah. It's like a magical knife.
Sounds painful.
This,
Stuck in
my
literally,
arm.
this. I don't think he can get away from that 10 feet radius thing, can he? 6.
Well, on that side of the wall, he's safe, right? On the bed's side of the
Right,
wall.
but, so he
That's
had to
right.
get to literally over there. But then that's failing his prime directive, which is protecting her. Oh, so bloody no. I swear to God. He's going to have to come out, isn't he? But he can't do that either. All right, well, I hate you all. I hate everyone. Right, so...
This is the ideal outcome.
Trust is entirely mutual.
Yeah, saving throw against Thingy. That's going to be a 17
That's
against
awesome.
burning.
So he'll take half the damage, which will be nice if I rolled higher against these guys. 17 half for, I think we'd round down to 8.
Okay.
Byron is unconscious.
But I think that's just on him. As it's not your
Yeah, that's going to be on your. Yeah.
Yeah.
She just eating your brain. Da, 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 da. So how much damage was that? Sorry.
8.
8.
So I rounded it down from 17.
Cool. Beautiful. Right then. So the lady just says
You take it?
enough, and she's going to cast time stop.
Uh-oh.
Good to know. Good to know.
That's
good
not
things.
good.
She has 2 turns extra. She's going to stride out of here. Enough of this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
How many
Yeah, that
times
doesn't work.
does she take fire damage?
It's if she ends a turn within thingy feet of in here, right?
First time she enters into the wall, or if she ends a turn within 10 feet of it?
Cool. So that is 12, 4, 6, 10, 12. That's half movement. So she's got 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. She will look at you guys blocking the road, blocking the path in front of her, and she's going to cast. Well, second turn. Now she's away from the fire effect.
Did she take any? Did she press any of it?
I mean, unless she takes damage when she starts her turn.
If she starts a turn there, sorry, no.
She had to walk through it because it arced around it. It was on her, and then she would have had to walk through it at least once to get out of the
Yeah,
room.
she's doing some time magic though, right?
The creature takes the same damage when it enters the wall for the first time on a turn or ends its turn there. Okay. Yeah. I don't think it's a moot point. It's at your discretion, I'm sorry.
I think she's just walked out of there. And she's not ending a turn within 10 feet, and she's in a different room. So, secondly, she's going to cast Cone Cold.
All good things.
So I think that's Constitution saving throw from Dorothy and Tesla.
Sure. I have a resistance to cold, I think. I don't know if it applies to magical cold. I have resistance to cold damage.
That's useful.
Cold damage is cold damage.
Toby, I have a question. Can I counterspell?
I believe.
Ooh,
But
or
if you
you
have,
stopped.
if you haven't taken your reactions, then yes.
Haven't. All right. Counterspell.
Beautiful. Because it is a 5th level, do you need to roll for that?
I do. It's been cast at 3rd level. So it's 10 plus the spell's level is the difficulty, so I need to get a 15. And it is a ability check using spellcasting ability. Okay. Wish me luck, guys.
Come on.
Plus 4 to this. I need an 11 or higher. Yes! 21. Eat shit.
Okay. Interesting. So her final turn, she's going to 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you take a wait? If time is stopped,
That's the question.
can you
yeah.
take a reaction?
Yeah.
Does the spell time stop prevent other creatures from using reactions?
I don't know. I've never cast it before.
Stop. 5E. Let's see.
Okay,
Yeah,
it says
my-
no time passes for other creatures while you take 1d4 plus 1
Yeah.
turns in a row, during which you can use actions and move as normal. It says you can use actions and move as normal, so hypothetically that would mean I might not be able to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
But unless, of course, an actions I use affects a creature other than you.
I'll put it this way. I think only one reaction during the 4 turns, right? That seems that's her turn.
Well, in any case,
Tesla might be able to use one reaction during the 4 turns, right?
yeah. But I also think that it ends the spell because if
Like an
I cast
invisibility
anything,
thing.
yeah, like it ends the spell if I cast it.
So it would have ended the time stop because you cast the Cone of Cold,
Exactly, and
Yeah.
then he would. be
and
able
then he
to
would have had
cast
the
back.
ability to react.
Oh, heart in my chest.
Yeah.
She took a gamble and I fucking shut her down. Language
Yeah.
warning.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. All right, fair enough. She stops in front of you, gives you a freaking evil glance. I suppose she's going to have to stop there, isn't she?
Mr. Rudy just opened her up.
I'm confused, unfortunately, but
Yeah.
it's a definite possibility. She's standing there right in front of me.
Tesla, it is your go, though.
Great. Okay. Great. Good. Yep. This is what I wanted. Unlimited power. No, it's not. This is horrible. I can't believe you're doing this to me. Yes, that's how I feel, baby. God damn it, Toby.
Lightning bolt. You could probably get her and the. You could probably get her, that guy, and the what I think. I have a suspicion as to what he is, but I'm not going to say it. But you could probably get all 3 with a well-aimed lightning bolt.
That would be a good action boom to get Peach Face and Lady. I've done my last 4th level swap. All right, I think he makes a fair point. Tesla's going to go down 2 squares and see if he can line up a lightning bolt on the Lady and Peach Lemon Face. And he'll sculpt spells so that Rasputin has advantage on the saving throw.
Okay, so where are you moving?
Dock me, baby.
Down 2.
Boom, boom. Right, cool.
Yeah.
And then
We'll see if that gets the angle.
cool. And you cast lightning spell.
Lightning bolt, 4th level.
Nice, cool. She's going to expend a 4th level spell slot, cast counter spell, and just automatically dismiss it.
All right,
Come on, magic
Yep.
against magic.
here we go.
And she's like, nice trick. Let's see if we can do it again.
Right.
That's not her real voice. Nice trick.
The
Let's see if we can do
calculations.
it again.
Time for a different formula. He rolls up his sleeves. We'll try a different formula next time. That's his turn. Rudy, get her.
Rasputin, roll d8.
Yeah.
Let's have some fun. That's a 2.
2. The creature does nothing. Bum, ba, da, ba, ba, bum.
Do I have to like roll to save at the end of my turn, or am I just like perpetually confused? How does this work? Or is it just a single turn?
I think it's just the next turn. But of course, because you are starting your turn within eyesight of the creature, could I have you roll a charisma saving throw for me, please?
Can I choose not to look at it?
No, because you're very confused.
Okay. Charisma save. That's an 18.
Well, at least you are confused. You are looking at it, and then at last I can go, no, wait, what am I doing? And the world spirals back.
All right.
So you are no longer confused. However, you are still standing in front of him, and he's just, again, going to try to kill you.
Okay. I can roll, big guy.
Okay, so that's still a disadvantage, isn't it?
Thank God.
That's a 13 and 14.
Another hit.
Right, and then another headbutt, and that is going to be a 24.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And that is another 14 points of headbutting damage.
14. All right. Got a hard ass head, big dog.
Doom, 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 doom. However, you know, so as he, like, he's most is bleeding on you at this stage. It's mostly just. Bum, bum. Byron,
Okay.
you are also currently stunned.
Dexterity saving throw before we go to Byron.
So, oh yeah, for the fire, isn't it?
Yeah. Got to let me
That's
stack
fail.
those damage.
That's a fail.
What about my turn? Did we miss Daruti?
26 points of fire damage.
You are at the top of the round. You almost killed the creature who's now fighting Rasputin. So, how much damage?
26.
Cool. That's the start of his turn, isn't it? Well, no,
End of his
it
turn.
ends it. Beautiful.
Yeah.
So, he's just bleeding profusely on Tesla and then just starts burning. You hear him screaming, punching a wall. His fist is making a hole. And he just runs straight into the wall opposite. And his body melts into it as there's like the stone opens up and he just pushes his way through. And the stone back behind him.
Opportunity attack?
From you?
Yeah.
If you want. He's dead, but...
Oh, he's dead. Oh, I didn't realize. My bad.
Rasputin
Thought he was running
wants to kick a man when he's down. That's
Yes.
appropriate in his culture.
Also, yes. Also,
Thank you.
yes.
I want to piss on his grave after he's dead.
That is his cinematic exit. Maybe he's not exactly dead, but he is definitely no longer here with us.
All right.
One down.
Yep. He was left on 7 HP. So
Don't worry, guys.
Byron,
The fight's not won until Byron's on death saving throws. So,
it's true. You are currently stunned, aren't you?
yeah, I mean,
But you're also on fire, so roll the dexterity saving throw.
I
It's auto
automatically fail.
Yeah. Damage.
Jesse,
Roll low. Come on.
Yeah.
hit me,
Another
baby,
one,
one more
right?
time.
All right. Jesus, that's not what I wanted to see. I rolled
Yikes.
all 8s bar 1, which literally rolled a 1, so that's 33 damage. That's
In
like
good news, it's
That's
not
half.
enough to kill me outright. I'm on
Yeah.
death saving throws, right?
it would have been reduced to half for you anyway for 6 games,
Okay.
Wait,
but still
so
not ideal.
that's if he ends his turn there, right? Does he get to roll to save for his stun before his turn ends?
No, he's stunned whilst he's grappled. And he can't break out to grapple because he's stunned. It's
Endless cycle. All right.
As a free action, can I struggle to speak, but I'm just going to look the guy in the face and be like, bitch.
You hurt his
Blah, 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 blah.
feelings. Can that count as a vicious mockery?
The man's grin grows even larger, impossibly large, and he doesn't reply. Just showing pointed teeth, sharpened teeth, like a madman who sharpens their teeth. Pierre, the last surviving guard. I suppose really you should be shooting that guy in there to save your friend, but he's got other fish to fry. He's gonna shoot Tesla, I think. Yeah, because he doesn't have a clear shot. Oh, he's either Tesla or I killed. Oh,
So what kind of friend is this? Jesus.
Yeah, I feel like the yeah.
Well, because he's charmed, he can't attack Byron.
Mm-hmm.
He can attack everyone else though, which is nice. He's going to.
And he's not going to save his old friend?
Yeah. Okay, tell you what. Yeah, he's going to try to save his old friend, but first he has to get past this smelly priest. He's just going to charge and bayonet stab you with disadvantage as a 21 to hit. And
Yeah, that hits.
yeah, and you feel the sharp metal bite into your back as you take 16 points of piercing damage.
Oh, not the first time. It won't be the last.
And Pierre's bayonet is just like, die, canard. Dorothy, roll a d8.
Although I should say, Toby, for the rest of until it's my turn again, these attacks aren't at disadvantage. The very first attack, the very first time I get hit, they're no longer at disadvantage
Okay, cool.
6
for the turn.
6.
For the Americans, canard means duck.
Okay.
I was thinking it meant talk at length.
Did you mean to say Mallard? Is he trying to say Mallard?
6. Right. You take no action, but you can use all your movement to move in a random direction. Do you want to roll d10 for the random direction? Or with d12, I suppose would make sense.
Wait, so I can take my action, but I also have to move in a random direction?
You can't take your action, but you can. But you use all your movement to move in a random direction.
Okay, I see. So I roll a d12 for that. All right, let's roll a d12.
It's no less
And then-
effective than any of our strategies to date, to be honest.
Oh, yeah.
Six.
6. All right, that would be south.
All
I
right.
mean, you'd move to the wall.
Yeah.
And I
suppose-
wouldn't like run to the right or the left. I just
Slam into the wall.
Yeah, it's 6 o'clock. No, I'm. It's as I said, the world is just spinning all around you. It's just everything is like upside down, twirling, and so you're like sort of stumbling forwards. You hit the wall. What you see is the wall just keeps on opening up, and you're just like walking. But you're like a computer game character, just stuck against the wall, just walking forward, like down.
It's like I'm in a game.
Yes.
So do I get to roll to break out of this confusion, or since the guy's
But
gone or dead?
because you're no longer within, you're no longer making eye contact with the guy. It just you won't be affected by it again.
Okay.
Right, but boom. Right, do I kill Byron now? Then I suppose I should. But he doesn't want. Nice. Right. Will, seeing that the day is lost, he will take Byron with him. And he'll step outside. And he will yell out at you with his dagger to Byron's throat. And he will he'll poke his head out, see what's going on, seeing the like absolute chaos, stepping around. Oops. Rasputin. He's going to use Byron as a human shield, and he's going to offer you guys an ultimatum of, all right then, I see there's been misunderstandings abound. And he will shoot a look at the lady. Madam, I believe our contract has been terminated with the termination of my colleague. For the rest of you, do not follow me, or this man dies. And he's going to hold the action.
I have so much to say, but I'm
Extract.
unconscious, right?
Yeah, he's going to hold extract brain, whereby he will perform
Called
a lobotomy
Yeah.
on Byron.
Mind
This
flayer.
will kill the character outright. So he will hold that action. If anyone breathes funnily, he will remove Byron's brain.
So wait, what is the ultimatum? He just let him go, or is he taking
Yeah.
Byron with him?
Yeah, let me go, or this man dies.
Do we know if he intends to take Byron with him or not?
Who knows? I mean, roll insight on your turn, but that is what he's doing right now.
Okay.
The woman is absolutely... No, actually, well, she's like, our contract is indeed terminated. We do not ever wish to see you or your ilk here again. I have what I came for. And she's going to dimension door the fuck out of there.
Tesla, can you counterspell that?
Can
Do we
the
want
level
to?
counter spell. I don't think I want to though. I do not.
Okay.
I think Ruti, I think I will focus on saving our friends.
And so we can come out
As
of
in, no,
initiative.
No, never mind. Still makes sense.
Wait. It is Tesla. It is your turn. Next, you are. There's still a guard who's. He's like, no, my friend Byron. You have to do something. And he's going to take the threat seriously and just like drop his gun. Like, no, not Byron.
Glad I've got someone on my side. Jesus.
Naviron!
Also, I fear for my life as I'm going to be the last survivor. No.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, we have an opportunity to end the encounter if you wish.
I think I will exit out of combat if that is all right with you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think Rasputin would, in a quiet and calm but very serious voice say, frankly, we have no interest in you. Leave us our man.
He should be right as brain. And he will continue dragging Byron with him till he gets to the doorway, after which he leaves a small trickle of blood dripping down Byron's neck, but otherwise releases him and flees into the ether.
Okay.
Tessa will rush over and he's going to cast Enhance ability at second level, giving 2d6 temporary hit points to Byron, which will still bring him up. Just rolling them now for you, Chris. 6 points of temporary hit points.
I think
That should bring you out of unconsciousness.
Rasputin, in just like sheer frustration, will start marching into that room and just say, Tesla, the fire, and just go and try and
The fire ends.
and just go and try and grab Rose by the scruff or by the back of his chair or whatever, and just drag him out into the room with us.
All right. So you just pull him out into the corridor, I suppose.
Yeah.
Byron, bowing graciously to Tessa, will run in the room, seeing Rose has been taken care of by Rasputin. Search the desk in the corner that he noticed before he passed out.
Okay. So yes, that's very astute of Byron. You notice that what appears to be sheets of notes have just been left here.
All right, put out some flame on the corner of the desk. Like, I'm prepared to lose a few hit points in the process.
Yes.
This is the most self-destructive character in Dungeons and Dragons.
Have you read about Byron's history? He is the most self-destructive character in history.
Beautiful. Rose has been badly beaten up. He is in barely any shape to speak, but he just says, please get me out of here. Please. And as if on cue, there's a thunder of cannons outside. As the storming of the Bastille begins.
Let's get him out.
Our session will end. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-bam.
Beautiful.
God damn.
Thank you for playing.
I am
Yeah.
I am furious that Savitri Devi got away.